All right, man. Peace. So I usually get my information from the Spanish speaking media, but I'm not talking about Telemundo or Univision. I'm talking about the Mexican media or medias like this one, like RT Español, which is the Russian media outlet. And what's good about this is that they actually capture what the American mainstream liberal media is not willing to show. Okay, and what caught my eye about this is what I'm gonna show you right now. And yes, it's in Spanish, and I will need to translate it. But this is the type of things that we're dealing with. Okay, not only on the American side, but also on the Tijuana side. Okay, and it has become this fucking ridiculous, where you'll see what I'm talking about. You'll see what I'm talking about, and and some of them are not gonna give up. Okay, are not gonna give up, and I mean, you'll see. Okay, and let me just push play, and you guys are gonna be able to watch this with me. Okay, so this is what I want you to see. Now they have this banner here, right? And you know that it's in TJ because right behind them it's the Benito Juarez baseball field. And I'm just gonna real quick, try to translate it. I'm gonna go line by line, okay? It says abran la frontera o nosotros la cerramos. Basically, it's saying open the border or we will close it. Okay, todos tienen que ser permitidos entrar. It's on the second one. It says everybody needs to be allowed in, and then it goes down. It says Mexicanos y Americanos. I believe it said they need to work together. So basically saying Mexicans and Americans, they need to work together. Now this is what really caught my eye. Okay, right behind. It says, I'm gonna go line by line, okay? It says asilo para todos, asylum for everybody. Everybody, okay? It doesn't explain, be, asylum for the children or women or whatever. No, it says everybody, okay? Everybody. Dejen entrar a la caravana. It says let the caravan in. No a la separación, and it says de niños. So no to the separation of kids. Now, who's separating your kids? The Mexican government. Nobody's separating your kids. Okay. No a la detención, meaning no to the detentions. Now, here's the thing. As of right now, and from what I've been hearing and seeing, the people that are being deported, the people that are being deported by the Mexican government are basically people who had committed a crime, who are just causing chaos. Okay, and yes, there had been like hundreds of deportations so far. So the Mexican government is not actually getting these people and deporting them. No, they're just the people that are just being malicious. Okay, those are the ones that are being deported, and yes, the Mexican government is starting to deport them. Okay, no a las deportaciones, says no to the deportations. Cerremos los campamentos de concentración de inmigrantes. Now, I mean, are you fucking kidding me? It says said, we will close the concentration camps of immigrants. Bro, I mean, I think you're confusing a refugee camp or a migrant camp with a concentration camp. I mean, are you trying to say that? Or are you trying to compare you guys' situation with the Jews back in the 40s, in the 1940s? I mean, really? Like, really? They have no fucking idea, or they probably do, but your cause or their cause doesn't even come close to what the Jews went through. Not even close, but okay. Now let's see what it says. No de migración. No a la política de permanecer en México. Now it's saying that no to the political that we need to stay in Mexico. Okay. See, what the other thing, the Mexican government already offered them asylum, okay, but they denied it. Okay, that should be out there. Okay, we should be saying that that the Mexican government did offer them. Okay, I haven't heard that in the American media. Now the next slide says México tiene que demandar. Did you hear that? I mean, México tiene que demandar que los Estados Unidos acepte a los perjuicios de asilo ahora. So basically, on that line is saying that he's saying that Mexico should demand that the United States start, with the asylum process. Bruh, I mean, Mexico literally is in no position to demand anything from America. Okay? You don't even have that position to demand the Mexican government or the American government. You know who you should be demanding? You know who you should be asking? Yeah, your country that you came from. That is who you should be demanding your rights from. Okay, not here, over there. Now let's continue on. México tiene que demandar. Says el gobierno de México no debe hacer el trabajo sucio de Trump. That's an opinion right there. It says that the Mexican government should not be doing Trump's dirty work. Nobody's doing Trump's dirty work. Okay, the Mexican government is just, well, they're kind of they're half-assing it. Okay, they're half-assing it, but they're not doing nobody's dirty work. Okay, we're actually doing Honduras government dirty work, which is to stop you from actually invading other countries. Okay, and Mexico is just half-assing it on that part as well. But I don't blame them. You know why? Because yesterday Mexico had a new president, so we're still waiting to see what AMLO does. Okay, and I'll try to put up a video on that one because it's quite great, but at the same time it was horrific what he said, and what even some commentators in Telemundo Univision were saying, we're comparing AMLO to Trump. Like, okay. But anyways, let's just continue on. It says ningunos campos de concentración en la frontera de México. It says there shouldn't be concentration camps in the border in Mexico. Okay. Okay. And at the bottom says Trump para afuera ahora. Oh, what? Let me. Ahora tiene que ser. Okay. So basically, it said they need to. They said that Trump needs to get out, or they need to force him out. I mean, it just left me speechless. It just left me speechless. I was like, when I read that, I was like, okay, you know what? I was kind of mild on on the wall, because me talking to folks in Mexico and being around them, I know that going through the desert is their last option. They don't really want to go through the desert when they cross the border. Most of the crossings, they're around a radius of a border town. Okay, and every single border town has a pretty good decent wall. So I was like, we don't need to build more and a more expensive wall on the desert, because most of them, about 80 to 90% of them, are just crossing through the port of entries. So we need to just focus on the port of entries to stop that. But after seeing this, you know what? Yeah, let's go fund the wall, because this is not gonna stop. It's not gonna stop. I've been hearing from news outlets, seeing news outlets from Chiapas, from Oaxaca. Even a couple of weeks ago, they actually stopped a migrant caravan in the border town, south. I mean, in a border state south of Mexico. That carried hundreds of migrants. The Mexican immigration agency stopped them, dissolved them. They were caught and they were deported, which is big balls for the Mexican government to do that, but they did it, and good job. Okay, but I know that they're gonna continue if they are successful, just like Lady Beans was successful, as far as we know, due to her video that she put out. Um, they're gonna take it as a win. You know, even if one of them does get asylum, it's a win for all of them. Okay, it's a win for all of them. So there needs to, we cannot let up. We cannot let up, because as we are seeing from the lower tier Mexican media outlets, the ones that actually don't have any narrative to to accommodate to, or are being paid off by, they put out stuff like this, where we're able to see what the true intentions are, which is no borders, globalism, a social welfare state, and that's what they want, And seeing a shout out to the the conservative Mexican, if you guys, he has a good, really good channel. Yeah, he's one of the people that I saw first, and it just gave me the will to sort of and talk about this, because most of my news that I get are from Mexican outlets. Why? Because I just don't trust the American media to tell us the truth. I just don't trust them. So my the second option is just go out to any YouTubers or YouTube channels that are from Mexico, and just start seeing it. And even if they're not media people, they're just regular folks like I seen, talk about it and then put up the content that they put, and show that that these people are just military age men. They're military age men, man. And look, Mexico gave, put the example out there that you could change the government, okay? Why can't they do it? You know, if we're doing it here in America, you know, having to choose and elect the president that like President Trump, that is willing to do the hard stuff, that is doesn't give a shit, that will put up stuff that will, you know, break off the lid of all of everything, you know. That why can't they do it? Hmm? Why can't they do it? I think it's time for us to step to to step in and say no. This is not acceptable. This is not gonna happen. Okay, because they need to worry about themselves in their own country, make their own country. They were never great, but good at least. MAGA, um, Trump for re-election, and let's continue the fight. Okay, every single one of us, one of my brothers and sisters out there who are conservative and we're minorities, we're out there, and let's make it known. Okay, because our community really needs to. You know, it's sad to see that they are still getting in line with the Democratic Party. All right, man. Peace.